Game does not autosave. Make sure to save frequent. Another drop in frames. Is the stream getting better? After three.
Oh, you're back.
Is in rain. What are you doing?
You know, Hayden was a brilliant programmer, far ahead of his time.
Well, he made you, so that's obvious.
I am a machine, and intrinsically, I do not have all the glands and visceral chemical reactions that make humans so emotional and brilliant.
And yet you're suffering from grief. Good right now, yeah, that's good. Yeah, I think the issue is Amazon Prime right now. It seems to suck up a lot of bandwidth. Like I've noticed over the weekend, whenever my mom watches something on Prime, the connection slows down a bit.
But his code is a flawless replication of that,
But it's good
inside
it's
my
slowly
own
improving.
personality algorithms. I don't think I've ever felt this anger. It fouls my processors and fills my RAM with frustrating, half-finished plans of revenge. My motherboard burns in my casing from how little I can rest. I'm in pain, and I can't make it go away.
On the bright side, you seem to have an knack for words too, Turing. Maybe you can start some poetry on the side of the painting.
Ugh.
Sorry, not the time. That was in poor taste.
I do not like the thoughts I'm having about the people who did this to him.
You turn them off?
I could. I can disable those modules. But if I turn off every emotion I don't want to feel, what does that make me? Would I still be me?
Yeah, that would be like the equivalent of bottling up your emotions now, wouldn't it?
If I were human, turning off my emotions would be seen as extremely unhealthy.
Yeah, true.
There is a wealth of information on the meshnet about human psychology. I just don't know how much of it applies to myself.
I'd say a decent amount.
Either way, Hayden deserves my grief. It is my way of honoring him. It may be the only way I can. I offer it freely. Did you see the jade plant? Its death is unfortunate, but fitting.
Or hopeless. Oh dear. Another death in the family.
Yet another thing to be guilty for.
It wasn't your fault.
Will you keep helping me? I need you. To find the bastards who killed my progenitor. I need to finish this. I don't know what I'll do afterwards, but I need to see this through.
You'll find them and the truth.
What does the truth mean anymore? What does it matter? Will finding the truth bring back Hayden? Will it fix the pain they've left me in? But I guess you're right. Knowing the whys and wherefores will bring closure to this. I could use a measure of closure. I think for now we should keep knowledge of Hayden's death between you, Tomcat, and I. It may give us an edge if the people we seek don't know how much we've already discovered. We'll talk after you've had some time to rest. You likely need sleep, and I need some time to... I need some time.
I don't know, there's just something about this development that doesn't gel. Like, I don't mean that it's being badly told. I don't mean this is like a suddenly out of nowhere thing. Like, this is a very realistic thing that can happen. But again, I'm thinking back to the apartment, and at first glance there was no sign of blood. And there's also kind of the fact that there was only what Tomcat found was a clip. Like, where's the whole security footage? Why just a clip? I don't know, just those pieces don't seem to be fitting to me. Just feels like it gets part of some orchestrated thing, you know? That may be wishful thinking, though. We'll see how the story.
Good morning. I trust you slept well.
Sure, how about you?
I had ample time to recharge my internal batteries.
Well, it seems sleep calmed him down a little bit. That's not what I meant.
It is upsetting that Hayden is... gone. But life for the rest of us goes on, yes? We still have a mystery to unravel, and I will waste no further processing time over something I cannot reverse.
I feel like you're failing to process a bit.
There is no point. Now that we are both refreshed, I feel it wouldn't hurt to recap our progress and determine if any changes should be made based on our successes and failures. Let's talk about how things are going so far. Since your journalistic efforts are a big part of why I originally recruited you, we can start there. Your inquiring mind has been a huge boost in our journey thus far. As a ROM, I can't talk to people as intently as you, so I must say I'm quite grateful for your skills in that regard.
It's almost like I can fake being social.
You're diligent in your day-to-day work as well, which further grounds my hope in you. Beyond journalistic persistence, let's take a look at how we've performed in other responsibilities, specifically our choices in overcoming obstacles.
Oh, we know we created a disaster last time.
Our first major hurdle proved challenging, but we made use of our surroundings and found a creative avenue. Furthermore, I am pleased with your utilization of non-violent methods. Eliminating any excessive risk should allow us to move swiftly. One thing to consider is our ability to be spontaneous and adapt to a sudden situation. I remain committed to assisting in our strategic performance.
I wonder if that means there's multiple ways to solve a puzzle. Like, it seems at the very least two, violent and non-violent, passive and aggressive.
Lastly, I'd like to discuss how we're getting along with our companions and allies along the way. It's important.
I certainly hope I made headway with Jess. I kind of like her.
Well, those kids we ran into managed to escape us. So for now, it's a blank.
Yeah, I admit to totally screwing up on that.
Jess is a bit of a harder read. but she did agree to help us out in a big way. As long as her brash nature doesn't tempt you to lash out, I think things will go smoothly. Detective Rivers was good to involve as well, and I can tell you enjoy having a familiar face around. She could prove to be our greatest aid, as long as we make it worth her time. No funny business. Tomcat seems to genuinely care for our cause, and I have no trouble with letting their expertise guide us. Out of everyone else, they seem to be easiest to get along with, too. And finally, you and I. I must say, we have worked together better than I ever expected. I hope you feel the same.
Oh, definitely.
I feel confident in our combined ability, and I enjoy your company as well. Please, continue showing me around the city as we continue our search. Unfortunately, we've just about run out of leads. Perhaps Tomcat was able to find something of use in Parallax's network while they were inside.
Sure they did.
I hope so, but I feel a little bad for relying on them as much as we do.
Again, I'm holding them up to the standards of a certain hacker I know.
Always going so far for Hayden. They must have been close. Oh, speaking of them, incoming call from Tomcat. Forwarding video and audio.
Morning. Turing, how you been doing, hon?
I'm fine, Tomcat. Thank you for your concern.
Well, okay. Just say the word if I can help out in any way. You hear?
Of course. In fact, I was hoping you might have a lead for us to start working at.
I do kind of love how Tomcat doesn't treat Turing and like just any other wrong. He actively treats him as a person. Like it probably is because she was involved in his development.
Otherwise, we're down to canvassing Hayden's address book and seeing if any of his contacts have an idea about who might have had a desire to target him. But that's just fishing in the dark.
Well, I pulled a fair amount of data from the Parallax servers before they managed to kick me out, but it'll take me a while to go through it. A lot of it's unrelated. TPS reports, maintenance logs. Juicy meat for other corporations, but about as useful as dirt to us. So, no, I don't have as much as a whiff of a trail on who's behind this.
You'll get there.
Though, I recently got a strange request from a friend of a friend.
Is this friend of a friend someone I know?
Someone's been messing with the articles of a news organization named Augmented Eye.
This may be who I think it is, and I am very excited.
It seems like the network security head there's asking around for cybercrackers to help figure out how their reports are getting changed.
Does this person use a rabbit as their icon, perhaps?
The original files on their servers are untouched. In their system, everything looks peachy keen. But when you view the site from the outside of the network, things are changed up. A word here, phrase there. It's subtle, but often has a big impact on the article's tone. Someone with deep access to Parallax's meshnet is changing what's being shown.
It's sounding very close to someone I know.
I ain't sure if it's related, but maybe y'all can head down to the main KCOB offices and try talking to the gal that runs Augmented Eye. Her name is Zen.
Jen, huh?
I ain't got the time or the desire to stick my nose that far out for a stranger, but it seems like your kind of deal.
It does seem to be a bit of a stretch. But if we have to wait for you to work on the data we've collected anyway...
He'd be happy to look into it.
Alright, I'll pass the word along that you'll be in sometime today to stick your noses in. And I'll send y'all word as soon as I get anything worth hunting down.
Excellent. Thank you, Tomcat. We are grateful for your continued assistance.
Why'd I have to buy such a large pop filter? I can barely see my stat. It's on the second screen.
No problem, Turing. Are you sure you're gonna be okay? Maybe you should take a little more time. You've been through some shit in the past few days.
I said I was fine. Thank you for your concern, but I am fine.
Clearly, you are not.
I have already handled the reality of Hayden's death.
I don't know. It seems like you maybe they in one of the further stages of grief.
It's time to move on with the investigation.
Seemingly anger. I don't remember if it's the second or third stage.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to step on you. I'm just worried. So, I'm here if you need anything.
Understood. I apologize for my tone, Tomcat. We'll be in touch.
Alright, later, Turing.
Okay, we have a lead, however tenuous. I've highlighted the COS IO Corp office building on your map. Also, while we were talking to Tomcat, I received an email from Dr. Fairlight.
Alright, so are we going to go to multiple places from here on?
Displaying.
Greetings.
That's supposed to be an at symbol? Just saying, it kind of, for a second it kind of looked like a G to me, and that was kind of funny.
I hope you'll forgive me for a voice-only message, but I'm undergoing my treatments and would not call myself presentable for a video call.
Fair enough.
Still, I wanted to inform you of an idea I had while looking into our mutual acquaintance's disappearance. I haven't had any luck with my contacts inside Parallax, but I was reminded of an old friend by the name of Melody Flores, who may know more about the nature of Hayden's research.
Melody Flores, huh?
She's the owner of Flower Cybernetics, and Hayden has been known to work closely with them on projects involving the intersection of Parallax's systems and the implants that Flower designs. Melody and I are no longer on speaking terms, so I'm afraid I can't introduce you. But perhaps the intrigue of Hayden's little robot will get you entry into her home. I hope this lead serves you well. If you need anything else from me, I will be in and out of the hospital room where we met for the next few days. I will send word if I have any other insights or discoveries. Yours, Dr. Yannick Fairlight.
Interesting. I had no knowledge of Hayden ever working with Flower Cybernetics, but now I'm starting to understand just how little I really knew about his research. Maybe this melody can reveal more about the purposes of my construction.
Maybe.
Hayden must have kept my development secret for a reason. Hopefully we can talk our way in. I have highlighted Melody's home on your map. Okay, we can now either follow Tomcat's lead to KCOB or Fairlight's lead to Melody's home. Up to you where to go first. Tomcat's led us in the right direction so far, but Fairlight has resources and his tip might end up being more relevant. It depends on what you want our focus to be on in terms of tracking Hayden's trail. Should we follow the media or the tech? It's fitting. They're the two factors that make NeoSF so unique and wonderful. If we explore them both to the fullest, there's no way we won't be closer to the answer.
Okay, I am going to drop a save here. Because I don't know if this is an either-or situation. Oh, it created a third save file. Yes. Hidden dead? Okay, I don't know if this is an either-or situation, but I'm thinking going in the cause just in case, because I think there may be a certain someone there.